Time now for another vlog, and February is officially gone. But, I mean, it is technically the shortest month of the year, so there's that.
True, but it went flying.
It did go flying as we go flying in a fictional airplane, the Darkstar. We haven't used this in a quick minute.
Still cool, though.
Yeah, that's from Top Gun Maverick. So, yeah, been a while since we used this plane.
Yeah, last time we used it, we had some issues.
Yeah, I think we did.
But it's fine now. It's better.
Hopefully.
Hopefully it's better.
We're not going to use the scramjet. We're not going to do that. We're just going to fly it around. Where are we?
In Japan.
Well, that's right. We're flying around in Japan. I think we're flying around in the same area where Ghost of Yote is going to take place.
I think. I don't know. We got to find a mountain.
I think that might be the mountain in the distance.
Yeah, maybe.
Mount Yote. You thought it was called something else, but it's actually called Yote.
I heard it was called something. I don't know where I heard it. I swear I heard that the name.
Fake news.
No, I swear I heard that the name was different.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just tripping or something.
Yeah. And obviously we're still in Flight Sim 2020 because Flight Sim 2024 is still having some issues. I did watch an update video about it on with the Xbox Series X version, which is what we would get. And it's a little bit better than it was at launch, but there's still some problems, like graphically. Like if you fly too low, buildings and like vegetation, like doesn't look very good.
Yeah, I feel like look at the frame dropping, but
yeah, we're having frame issues on this version too, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, and it was also taking a little bit longer to like update.
Yeah, it did take a quick minute.
But yeah, I mean, usually that's kind of how it goes for these type of games. They take like at least a year or two to fix out all the bugs.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder why they even bother releasing it.
Yeah, I don't even think it was necessary to release it as soon as they did.
Yeah, just, fix all the bugs and then release it.
Yeah, but, whatever. Until it's good to go, we're not going to get it. I may get it by the time we do the March vlog, because I do have plans for Flight Sim 2024. But at the moment, I'm just kind of being patient, hoping that whatever issues are still plaguing at least the Xbox Series X version might get resolved before the end of March, but we'll have to wait and see. Another reason why we're in Japan is because we started watching Naruto Shippuden again. And did we start watching it again in January, or did we just start in February?
I think it was maybe the end of January.
Okay, I don't know if we mentioned it.
Maybe
we did. Maybe we didn't. I don't remember. I know it's been only a month, but time flies. And
right. Yeah, no, it definitely did. February just flew by.
All right. So, Riley, if you don't mind, give us I got a little flashback as to where we left off with, like, years ago.
Okay, so let's start with the original Naruto. So I introduced that to GB because, well, I'm a huge Naruto nerd, but then I kind of stopped watching Naruto and then just kind of gave up on it. But then, I don't know why, I just had this feeling of watching it again, like the original and Shippuden. So I introduced GB to Naruto, like little kid Naruto.
Yeah. And
he liked it, except for the parts that drag sometimes.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah, it's a very slow burn show.
I mean, I don't mind slow burn. It's just that Naruto and Naruto Shippuden have a lot of filler in it, a lot of episodes that aren't really necessary.
Or flashbacks.
I mean, I do like the flashbacks, and I understand, like you were explaining to me, the point of the flashbacks is, like, where we're binge watching the show, people that, like, were watching the show as it came out, these episodes, didn't have the same luxury. Like, it might have been, like, a week or months or even a year or more since the scene that they're talking about was there.
Yep.
So I do understand the point of the flashbacks, but it's also kind of annoying when you're just binging it. But, I mean, the flashbacks are cool most of the time, but sometimes I feel like they intentionally put flashbacks in an episode to eat up time.
Right.
So it's less animation they have to do per episode, less writing they have to do, so they can spread it out further.
Yeah. But basically, after we watched the whole Naruto thing, we basically skipped all the fillers because after like season 5, like all the episodes are just filler, so we just skipped all that.
Yeah.
And I took GB straight to Shippuden, and then after that, we watched it up until the Sasuke retrieval arc, and then at that point we basically quit because all the episodes that were there was the English dub episodes were cut off.
Yeah, they weren't available yet.
Yeah.
Because it's weird because we were bouncing around from different streaming platforms. I think we started Naruto on Netflix.
Yeah.
But at the time, Naruto Shippuden wasn't on Netflix. So
yeah, it was on Hulu.
Yeah, it was on Hulu. I think it was on Crunch. I think we tried Crunchyroll, but it was only the
Japanese dub.
Yeah, and so we had to go look for it. And like you said, we started watching Naruto Shippuden up to a certain point, but then after a certain point, they didn't have the dubs available yet.
Yeah, and by the way, I have no issues watching it in sub. Like, I don't care.
Okay.
So if I have to watch it in Japanese with English subtitles, I don't mind it.
Well,
So I've already seen a couple of episodes and movies like all full in Japanese.
And that's fine, but I think my issue is I was used to the way the characters sounded in English, and to be honest, when it's in your language, it's easier for you to pay attention to what's going on the show or the movie, right?
Right.
Because I've watched a few movies and TV shows that had subtitles from other countries, other languages. That's fine, but to be honest, I'd rather watch the English dub version of Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. So that's one reason why we stopped watching it. I believe a year or so ago. I forgot when we last.
It was like early 2023.
Okay, when we were still in Shreveport.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we moved down here to Texas.
Yeah. Then after that, we moved here, and then after a while of watching like random shows, I got in like a Naruto phase again. And I started playing like all the games and watching YouTube shorts and everything and listening to the music. And I'm like, damn, I remember why I liked this so much. Yep. And then after that, it's like, okay, GB, we gotta go watch it. But then GB's like, ugh, do we have to? Yes, GB, we do. And now he's watching it and he can't stop watching it.
Well, I mean, the difference between now and 2 years ago is that since then, Hulu's added all the dubbed episodes from that point to the end of the series for Naruto Shippuden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so that's good.
They went from the Sasuke retrieval arc to basically just putting the entire show.
Yeah.
Which is great, because now we can just fully binge it. And if you guys want to binge it as well, like, it's on Hulu, like, fully. So, like, both the series are there, like, both Naruto and Shippuden.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and just make sure you just go to, like, I think it's called Anime Filler List, so you guys can watch all the fillers. I mean, watch the list so you guys can avoid the fillers.
Yeah, if you don't want to watch the fillers.
There we go. That's what I meant to say. But, yeah, besides that, yeah, now we basically went from watching Naruto in the Sasuke retrieval arc to basically just taking GB to, like, the very end of the show, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in, like, a month, we usually watch, like, 5 to 6 episodes, and...
A day.
Yeah. And then, basically, I just, let GB know what's important and what's not important, and what he should be paying attention to.
Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed both Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, and they're definitely well written, and eventually over time you grow to enjoy the characters, and I guess you end up with an emotional connection with the story and the characters and what's going on. It's a testament to how good the series is, both shows, and I guess the connection between Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. But I would say what really does annoy me is two things. A, as we already mentioned, the fact that they tend to drag things on. Like, the war has really dragged on.
Yeah, it's one of the things I really dislike.
Yeah.
I dislike the war arc just because of how long it is.
Yeah. I mean, before that, what really annoyed me was the fights themselves would drag on. Because they would always get in a fight between 2 or 3 or 4 characters. And then when one side was almost defeated, they would pull out some sort of BS ability.
Yep.
And then the other side would pull out a BS ability. And then there would be flashbacks. And there would sometimes be filler episodes in between these particular arcs. And you just, fortunately, thanks to that website you were talking about, we can avoid the fillers. But for people that have no idea or just going episode by episode, it has to be annoying, like going through several episodes that have nothing to do with what you were watching, thinking, okay, the next episode we'll get back on track. No, wait, it's the next episode. No, it's not the next episode. So it's annoying. It just is.
Mm-hmm.
So that frustrated me.
It kind of reminds me of that one story that I think you told me of the whole, like, this dude literally wanting to watch Naruto with his girlfriend.
Okay.
And he made, like, a full filler list for her.
I
you remember that?
I didn't tell you that story. I think you found out about that story, or somebody else told you. It wasn't me. Because I remember you telling me about that. But anyways, yeah, it's unfortunate. I guess they were contractually obligated to put out a whole bunch of episodes a season because there's tons of episodes each season.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're bad, because we can go watch them after the war arc's over, but whenever you're watching something as important as the war arc,
Yeah.
and it's just filler, or, like if you watch it after,
Yeah.
like whenever the show's over, like what Naruto did,
Yeah.
because that's what they did after the Season 5 arc, which is the important one, the Naruto versus Sasuke one.
Yeah.
After that, the rest of the episodes are filler, so if you want to watch the rest of them.
I don't mind the quote-unquote filler episodes as long as they're good, but the problem is if you put so many of them in between, like, episodes in the arc, right? Mm-hmm. Then it's just too much of a distraction. I don't mind them deviating like an episode. Like, okay, this is happening between this character and this character, this faction, that faction. Okay, we're going to take an episode and go see what's happening somewhere else, around the same time, But they don't do that.
Yeah. And it's a shame because some of the fillers are actually kind of funny or weird.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind watching some of the fillers. I just feel like the way they place the fillers doesn't work. And
we can still see them later.
I know, but what I'm trying to say is that I wish they would have done a better job with just hammering out the arc with maybe, like, I guess, peppering in a filler episode or two instead of a whole bunch of episodes in between. Like, because when you hit the brakes like that, it just really, like, just
ruins the pace.
Yeah, pretty much. The pace is ruined, but we have the benefit of watching it now with all the episodes out and with that website that you're using. But people that were watching it every week, like, I feel bad for them because I could imagine the frustration because I would be frustrated.
This war arc went at least for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, 3 if you're counting like the very beginning.
Yeah.
Like whenever they say, like, I hereby declare on you all the 4th Great Ninja War and all that.
Yeah.
And then they put it all the way to the end. That's like, it's like 3 years worth of animation.
Yeah. And, I mean, I understand that that's the way it goes with these animations where they have tons of episodes because they're contractually obligated to put out episodes. And they got to come up with additional stories. I just wish they would have worked it a little bit better. But, like, that's just the way it is. Despite that and things dragging on, I have really enjoyed Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. I've been very surprised because I'm not really an anime guy. There's some anime stuff we've watched.
Yeah.
And, oh yeah, I did have you watch an anime from the 1980s that I really liked.
Oh, yeah. What was her name again?
I
remember the movie.
It's a good movie. It's from the 80s. If I find it while we're talking, I'll mention it.
It was Ass something.
Yeah. Asuma? No, was it?
No, Asuma's the name of the teacher.
Yeah, you're right. Let me look it up. Going to Discord. I know Brian posted a review on it a few weeks ago. When he posted a review on it, it reminded me about that movie because I watched it when I was a kid.
It was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good movie, but I'm going to have to scroll way up in the Discord. But like I said, I'm not really as into anime. I'm not anti-anime. It's just that I haven't really watched that much over time.
I've definitely thrown a few pieces of anime your way.
Yeah. So I'm okay with it as long as it's good. Like, whether it's live action or cartoons or anime, it doesn't bother me as long as it's worth watching.
Right. So where would you throw Naruto in there?
I think Naruto is probably my favorite anime series. Well, I kind of put them together, Naruto and Shippuden, because I just consider it just a continuation.
Mm-hmm. Well, it kind of is.
Yeah, so that's pretty much how I feel about Naruto Shippuden. Okay, so it's called Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, so it's from 1984. I remember watching it when I was a kid. Now, there was controversy around the American version, which is the one I watched when I was a kid, because it's, I guess, a little different. But for the most part, except for like a flashback, I don't remember it being that much different. I mean, they got new voice actors to voice the characters for the version we watched. which is more aligned with the original like Japanese edited one.
Mm-hmm.
But it was pretty much the same story. But yeah, I think it was called Warriors of the Wind, the American version.
Mm-hmm.
It was still like the Japanese anime, like, but they redid the voices and then they edited the story a little bit. But it wasn't tweaked too bad because I vaguely remember it being about the same the way it lines up. But so if you want a really good like classic anime movie, I highly recommend Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, and it was from 1984, and Brian liked it. He gave it a 5-star review in our Discord. So.
No, yeah, it was a really good movie.
So shout out, Brian. I do read your reviews, believe it or not.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean that was probably one of my first animes I ever watched when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like this other anime series I keep trying to remember from the 80s, but I keep forgetting. I forget what it's called. One day I'm gonna remember. One day. But yeah, I mean I enjoy Naruto. I like the characters. And the ones you don't like, you're not supposed to like. You're supposed to despise them for reasons. So I feel like for the most part, characters are written really well. I think that the weak point, and I think the creators have admitted to this, is their weak writing is when it comes to most of the female characters. They could have done a better job with some of the female characters.
Yeah.
Especially your favorite character, Sakura.
Ugh. I don't like her. She's annoying as hell. And she can't do anything.
I think they try, but the problem is they kind of drop the ball over her. Maybe it's done by design. Maybe she's meant to be like that.
If that's the case, then yikes.
Yeah.
Because Naruto literally can do everything she does, but better. In like every way. Makes you wonder why she's even on the team.
Because she just is.
She just is. It's just, we gotta put her somewhere.
But the funny thing is, we're watching those Knuckles videos where he does the approved, and there's a lot of people out there that like Sakura, surprisingly.
Ugh.
You were shocked.
No. It's just so weird.
I don't dislike Sakura. She's not my favorite. I guess of all the female characters in Naruto, I'd say Hinata's my favorite.
Yeah. I still like the title of that one dude's video. It's just perfectly accurate for Sakura. Sakura's not useless. She's just fucking trash.
Wow.
And I have to agree with that title. It's
That's
just perfect. It's true. She's not worthless. She's just trash.
Nah.
I mean, come on. You compare it to Naruto and Sasuke. Where is she?
Well, yeah. I mean, they even kind of make the point, like, a few times where she's trying to step up to them. Like, hey, you guys are so awesome. Now watch me step up. And then it's just...
Like these...
Sorry, Sakura. You're not as good.
Yeah. Looks like I finally caught up to them, ladies and that. No, you didn't. Stay away.
No. They're way...
They are literal fucking gods at this point.
They end up being way more powerful than Sakura. I mean, Sakura's way more powerful than how she started. But, I mean, I guess you could compare her to, like, the average shinobi. Yeah, she's good.
Yeah.
But, like, you have some shinobi in the show that are at a different level. Like, Kakashi. I would say even Guy. Even though Guy is just... He's basically a fighting shinobi. Mm-hmm. But he's still one of the best. But there's just different levels.
It's just that I'm putting her with Naruto and Sasuke because she's in the same team. It's like Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura.
True.
And then it's just like Naruto can literally heal better than you.
Well, at the moment he can, because I don't want to get into spoilers, but there's a reason why in this arc he's able to do that, and it's not really because of him. So I don't want to go too far of it. But she is technically supposed to be the healer, the medic ninja.
Yeah, the useless one.
Well, I mean, it's just like a sports team, right? Like a basketball team, like the Chicago Bulls. Not everybody on the team was Michael Jordan or Scottie Pippen. You know, you had other people. You had Kerr. You had a few others that were decent players. They weren't at the same level, but they did their part on the team. You know, I know you don't really care for basketball.
Nope.
But not everybody can be Michael Jordan or Scottie Pippen.
Mm-hmm.
So... Anyways, I mean, I'm trying to think of anything else I want to say before we move on, because we don't really have much else to talk about.
When it comes to spoilers, that is.
Yeah, I'm trying not to spoil it. But, yeah, if you're looking for a really good anime to go watch, Naruto Shippuden. But I highly recommend you go find a list that Riley recommended. And unless you just want to watch all the episodes, but the problem is there's a ton of them.
Yeah.
There's a ton of Naruto episodes, and there's a ton of Naruto Shippuden episodes.
You should see, if you think this is taking long, you should see One Piece, where I think they have I think Monkey D. Luffy is like the main character, and they've been going since the 1990s up to till 2025 with like 27 seasons. Still looking for the One Piece, can't find it.
I don't get it. Why? Look, I like a slow burn. I really do. I like.
I think that's what it is. I think that's the case. I don't think I'm getting that wrong.
I have no freaking idea. But like, I like Breaking Bad. I like Better Call Saul, and I like the slow burn at times when it comes to Naruto. But there's a difference between a slow burn and dragging, and I feel like Naruto is guilty of dragging, and maybe that's a problem that a lot of animes have, is that they drag on and on. I mean, I guess you could say a comparison. You know, I had you watch the Justice League. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like the Justice League dragged? Do you think? I think they got to the point of their story.
Well, they only had like 3 seasons.
I know, but at the same time, like they had a story, you know, of how they all came together. You know, different villains they fought, different like story, because each season had something else transpire, right? Mm-hmm. But it didn't go on forever. But there's still bangers. There's still really good episodes. You still have really good chemistry between the characters. Yeah, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, Martian Manhunter, a.k.a. John Jones. They had good chemistry. And even when they added more characters in Justice League Unlimited, it still worked.
Yeah.
And that's a show that didn't overstay its welcome. It didn't drag on. Now, were all of its episodes bangers? No. Did they have a few dumb episodes? Yeah. But for the most part, a pretty solid series. You know, just like Batman the Animated Series, just like Superman the Animated Series, as well as Batman Beyond. You know, all that is connected together.
Yeah.
So I think there's something that anime could learn from American animation, is that you don't have to drag something out.
Yeah, well, that's the Japanese for you.
Look, there's things I like about anime, and I think there's things they did a great job with. The world building, the lore of Naruto, the different nations, the different, you know, villages, shinobis, right, and all the stuff, and all the jujitsus and all the abilities and all the different characters that we come across, and how a lot of them have changed throughout the season.
See, because you can't say like Naruto's the same from the start of Shippuden to now.
No, it's not.
He's definitely changed.
Yeah, it's changed, and I'm not asking them to rush it, but it would be nice if there's like a villain, right? Mm-hmm. And you fight the villain, who's the main villain, and then it turns out that's not the main villain, and then that villain doesn't turn out to be the main villain. At one point, it just feels like you're dragging this out. Just stick with a villain as the main villain, and when they beat the villain, that's it.
Yeah. Call
it a freaking day, and that's how I'm feeling with the war arc. It's like another prime example. It was so cool, but it's been dragging.
Yeah, and now it's come to the point where
I know it's at the final. I know you tell me it's at the final arc.
Yeah.
Fortunately, but this final arc, without spoiling it, doesn't feel necessary.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they could have ended it with Madara, and that's it.
Yeah.
But it's still cool though.
Yeah. Well, I hope so.
It's just with this part, like I said, you either like her or you hate her.
Well, we'll see. I'm trying to.
What do you think so far, without saying any spoilers? Do you like it or hate her?
I don't care.
You don't care.
I feel like it was, like, I'm trying to avoid spoilers here, but I like I said, I'm gonna stick to what I said. At a certain point, you call it a day.
So you're feeling indifferent about it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, at a certain point, like with Star Wars, okay, Star Wars is older, so I can spoil Star Wars. A lot of people thought that, you know, Vader and Tarkin were the main baddies, even though the Emperor's mentioned, right?
Yeah.
The Emperor's mentioned a few times, and once or twice in New Hope. You see the Emperor, you know, in Empire, but then the Emperor is the main baddie, and you realize why he's the main baddie in the third movie. And how he does, in fact, overshadow Vader as a villain.
Yeah.
You don't have somebody else pop up after Palpatine. I'm not talking about the sequel trilogy. Fuck sequel trilogy. I'm glad Kathleen Kennedy's finally retiring, but at the same time, she should have been gone years ago. If you stick to the first 6 movies by themselves, right? Well, okay, throw in Clone Wars, throw in Rogue One, throw in Andor. I'm looking forward to Andor, by the way. And also the new Daredevil series, which should be coming out next week, the first few episodes.
I'm glad you're watching it.
We're watching it.
What do you mean?
We're going to.
We?
Yeah. But anyways, like, if we exclude the sequel trilogy, then the main villain is Palpatine from start to finish. from Phantom Menace all the way to Return of the Jedi. There's other villains along the way that the heroes have to fight, and a lot of different story arcs that happen. But all of a sudden, Palpatine doesn't get quickly replaced by another villain that was there the whole time, right when he's about to be defeated. I mean, I know in the expanded universe there's other villains that come out, and Thrawn obviously comes from the expanded universe. But what I'm saying is they don't just keep one-upping it. So.
Well, don't worry. We're almost there.
Good.
And then after that, there'll be something else.
Boruto.
Yeah.
So we'll see how Boruto goes after Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah. But I've seen clips and I've seen a couple episodes, but I haven't seen the whole thing. So I'm genuinely curious how that's going to go. I'm going to go blind with GB as well.
Okay, good. I mean, I'm willing to give it a chance. And that's the thing. See, I already know about things that are going to happen because of things we already know about from Boruto. So I already know about where certain characters end up. So
the thing is that I was trying to use all these clips and all these things to try to get you into the show.
But the problem is you kind of unintentionally spoiled me on certain things.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of going in like, okay, well, I know this is going to happen and that's going to happen. I guess it's also cool to see how they set the groundwork towards that. Mm-hmm. But it also takes away some other things that you would get if you didn't have that foresight, if you didn't know how things would go down. So, but anyways, despite my grievances, mm-hmm. I still have enjoyed going back to Naruto Shippuden over the past month. I'm glad we've skipped the filler, even if there are some good episodes, which unfortunately become, I guess, victims because they happen to be labeled as filler. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, I'm always willing in the future if we have a list of the good filler episodes, I guess I'm willing in the future to revisit those and check them out. But I just don't like deviating from the arc, I just want to focus on the war, our previous other arcs, without going off course. Having an episode or two that goes off course is fine, but a dozen or so?
Yep.
Like, it just, by the time you get back to the arc, you almost forgot about it. Like, oh yeah, that's happening.
Yep.
But anyways, that's pretty much all we've been watching this month. Riley and me, just Naruto Shippuden. I mean, we've each been watching our own YouTube content and Twitch streams and other stuff.
Right.
Real life stuff, not much real life. It was really cold. I think you finally got to see some snow.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that last month, though?
Was it?
I think so.
I don't know. Maybe it was last month. If it wasn't, we talked about it last month. But I think we went to go eat with the sisters one night.
Yep.
And I did as well.
We got some Mexican.
Yeah, I got some Mexican. It was very delicious. I do like Mexican food. And then last Saturday, we had a water leak. I know you talked about it already in the Sea of Thieves stream over the last weekend. Would you like to retell the story of the water leak incident?
Okay, I'll just remake it fast.
Oh, yeah, quick.
Okay, so basically what happened is that GB was going to go stream GTA and just do some content
on Saturday. Yeah.
On Saturday. And I was just going to take a normal, shower or in the tub, in the bathtub.
Yeah, bath.
Just fill it up, just relax in there, just chill. GB does a stream and I'm just chilling. Then after that, for some reason, I filled it up and then I was going to turn it off and all of a sudden, it did not want to turn off. So I had to basically just completely get rid of all the water so it wouldn't overflood and be all over the place. So that would be a freaking terrible mess. And then after that, GB had to come down here and see.
Well, I was already in the kitchen eating, so I wasn't upstairs yet.
Okay, so GB had, before he started his stream, he was down eating. And then he went to the bathroom and he tried to turn it off because I couldn't do it. Then he couldn't do it either.
No.
Yeah, so what is it called? Faucet?
Yeah, there's a mechanism in the faucet that broke, and it's probably been the same faucet, since the house was built over a decade ago. Over a decade's worth of wear and tear by various owners.
Yeah, we got to replace a few things.
Yeah, there's definitely a few things I want replaced. So I had to get on the phone. First, I called the plumbing company that I've used. They were busy, and then I started going through Google finding different plumbing companies, called them, busy, and I was getting more and more frustrated. And then he was upstairs, as usual, whining, because I guess, cats are empathic in a way.
Yeah. They
can tell when you're having emotional issues, and I think that's why he was meowing the way he was, because he knew that I was getting frustrated, so I was like, shut up!
Yeah, I heard that.
By the way, I was downstairs when he was meowing. I just looked up and was like, "Shut up!"
Yeah, and I
Because
was
he was
like,
annoying me.
and I was like next to the shower.
Yeah, in the master
Yeah,
bathroom.
so that was like pure like rain and the thing. I mean, not rain.
Yeah, water flowing out.
Yeah,
of
water flowing out,
faucet,
and then with the at the same time I was brushing my hair, so I wasn't even focused.
Yeah.
And then I just randomly heard like a little whiny "shut up," and it's like, damn, he must have really said it like really loud if I even heard it with all this noise.
Because I said, "Turning, stop it," and I kept hearing him above me on the second floor, which is where we're at right now. And finally, I was just getting frustrated in between phone calls because I was being nice to everybody I was talking to because I understood, like, it was Saturday, and they had all their plumbers booked, but and I was being nice to the girls on the phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
But low key, I was getting frustrated, because I'm trying to find somebody to come over on short notice to fix this issue because the water's leaking, and so. Yeah, I kind of yelled at poor Turning.
And then you say, "I'm sorry."
I did say I'm sorry.
You always do that.
But it's not like he was. It's not like he was like right here where he's laying like right in front of us, and I just yelled at him from like 2 feet away. So to be fair,
I love Turning's like
yeah,
position right now.
He's just
like,
laying there, just
like I'm sorry.
Well, I took him out on the balcony before the stream started, so we started recording the vlog. But anyways, I finally got a hold of a plumber who was able to come out. Within 2 hours. And in fact, one of my sisters and brother-in-laws, they were babysitting the nephews because my other sister and her husband were out of town for a few days. Mm-hmm. So they came over, they looked at it because her husband's kind of a jack of all trades type. And they did have kind of a tool for the water meter, but it didn't work. It wasn't the right tool. Because I was going to try and shut off the water meter myself, but I went out there, opened the box, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have anything that can do that. Because that was my first priority is shut the damn water off because, the water was flowing. And then my sister's like, well, just, document it and just, send it to the water department. Maybe they'll credit you or something. Long story short, I did all that and, well, no. they're not going to credit me for the leaked water.
Nope.
So I'll still have to pay for it. So I'll be on the streets soon, turning tricks, raising some money to get, because it was like nearly 2 hours of water that we lost.
Yeah, or more.
Yeah. I mean,
I still felt really bad about it.
It's not your fault. It was going to happen eventually.
I know, but I still feel bad about it.
Yeah, well, there's nothing to feel bad about. It's just the way it is. But fortunately, plumber did come over, and I'm going to start using, it's a smaller, plumbing company, near the town that we live in. And he did a good job. He was really nice. He got the job done. It's been working fine ever since. Obviously I had to pay a little bit more than usual because it was an emergency on the weekend. But, hey, you have to do what you got to do, in this situation,
Mm-hmm.
But silver lining is I have a new plumbing company because the other one was already pretty big. And it was difficult sometimes to get a hold of them to do stuff. And there's a few other projects I'd like for the plumbers to do. So with this new, smaller company, I'm going to have them do some work. Plus, we need to replace the water heater. So that's also a thing.
Yay.
It's still working, but it's probably
old.
Yeah, it's old. It's probably also been here since the house was built, so it's on its last.
There's a couple of things we got to do.
Yeah. So that was the exciting thing that happened this month.
Yay.
Well, I mean exciting. I mean costly.
Yep.
I only imagine how much higher my water bill is going to be because of that little leak.
Yep.
But, oh well. It'll be fine. Other than that, I think that's the only other thing that really happened.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of appointments here and there for me.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, we're trying to walk more because I got to lose weight because I got to get healthy. And I'm trying to get her to walk too when I walk. But when she doesn't walk, I'll just get on the treadmill. Since I bought a treadmill, I might as well use it, right?
Good. There you go.
Yeah.
Proud of him.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we'll move on to video games since that's all we have left to talk about.
Yep.
Season 15 of Sea of Thieves dropped. Your thoughts about it?
It's okay. It's not the most impressive thing ever. It's just getting Hunter's Call, get some fish, and then Megalodon.
Yeah, 2 new Megalodons.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Well, the rest of the stuff is being drip fed, like all the wildlife and the spears and the boars and all that stuff is being drip fed, and yeah. So nothing to be excited about now.
Yeah. Plus, we already did the fishing, and we also fought the 2 Megalodons a few times. So it's
you can easily do it. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
It's just kind of annoying because everybody's just kind of going for them.
Yeah, so you end up in kind of like a three-way fight between you and another ship and the Megalodon. These two new Megalodons are tougher and they each have unique abilities, which make them a bit more challenging.
Yeah.
But after you do it a few times, then you're like, that's it?
Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
So yeah, I guess it's definitely better than season 14.
Season 14 was just straight trash.
Yeah.
That season had nothing good going for it.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing I like that I still use is the grapple gun. But that could have come up in any other season.
Yeah, true.
So, besides that, that's it. Just the grapple gun. And it wasn't even good when it came out. It was fucking trash.
Yeah,
they had to buff it multiple times.
Yeah, to their credit, they did improve it, so.
Yeah, but everything on that season just kind of blows.
Yeah. Not too exciting.
Yeah.
Coming up Tuesday is a mini update of GTA Online, which you're kind of interested in. Oscar Guzman flies again. We're getting some aircraft. We're getting the AC-130. Hopefully they fix the issue with the AC-130. We're getting a plane that's Duster in name only. It's not the War Duster!
With a machine gun on it.
Yay. It's not what I wanted, though.
Get dogfighting.
I was so excited when I first saw how there was going to be a new Duster added.
Probably going to be the GTA 6 Duster.
Yeah, it probably is. Doesn't even look like it's not even a biplane. I realize that crop dusters aren't just biplanes. I know that. But that's what I think of, you know? That's what I envision when I think of a crop duster.
Well, guess what, dude?
And I just wanted the crop duster with guns on it and bombs or whatever, you know?
Well, it has guns on it.
Yeah, but it's not as cool looking. The biplane's way more iconic than that thing. There's also the Iron Mule, the naval helicopter.
Cargo bomb Mark II.
Yeah. It actually, I think it's going to be able to carry, like, heavier things. Mm-hmm. Because in the artwork, it's carrying an insurgent.
And it's been tested already.
Oh, it's been tested? Okay.
Yeah, so people are still carrying, like, tanks and Chernobyls and...
Okay. Well,
and it actually does kind of a good job.
Well, I guess that's a positive. But I think the AC-130 will be fun if Rockstar actually buff the tail. If they buff the tail, if they saw the video from people that had a chance to try it out over the past few months, and they buff the tail to where it's not so easy to destroy, it might be a fun gunship to use.
Yeah, where they just fix the armor on it.
Yeah, but if they didn't bother, then...
Because the thing's huge. All it takes is a few rounds. One round to hit the tail, and that's it.
It needs to be a lot tougher.
Yeah. It does look kind of cool, though. I'm not going to lie.
It does look cool. And for a long time, I've been wanting like an AC version of the Titan, and now we're getting one.
Yep. But it might be the GTA 6 version of it.
Yeah, probably.
Because I'm not going to lie, the current Titan, the way it looks, like normal Titan, it looks so outdated.
Yeah, it does.
And it looks like a freaking cartoon plane.
It does, yeah. It's definitely a step up, the new one. So I'm looking forward to it. And people that have actually played of it have had fun with it, except for that one issue. But that one issue can kill it, literally.
Yeah, it can literally just get rid of the plane just like that.
Yeah, so I hope they actually did something about it.
Yeah, it really needs to fix up. Especially if you fight like a fighter plane, you're screwed.
Yeah.
You are screwed.
Or a broomstick, or somebody that's sniping you with an explosive rounds on a rooftop.
Or a railgun, which you can buy ammo from.
Yeah, or a railgun, yeah.
I think that's the problem. There's just too many things at people's hands right now. I just can't just like, oh, okay, well, you have an AC-130, but I have this random explosive gun in my hand, so I'll buy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
We're also getting some new Oscar missions. I hope those are decent. We're getting additional storage space for the hangar.
I'll try those out.
So I guess that's a positive. I mean, it'd be preferable if we were able to buy a second hangar, but I guess this is better than nothing. And, another car. We get the Coquette D5.
Whoa.
But,
I don't even know. What is that?
I think it's I could be wrong, but I think it's the Coquette from GTA 4.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's
okay, I do like that one.
It's one that a lot of people have been wanting. So.
Yeah, like the early 2000s Coquette?
Yeah, I think it's that one. So, yeah, that's a nice looking car. But
okay,
for the most part, I think that this mini update will be okay. It's nothing special, and it's already technically in the game. They just dripped it out.
Yeah.
See, there it is.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's I was just showing her on the phone. But yeah, it's a nice looking design. Hopefully, it's a decent sports car.
It looks all right.
All right, so that's going to happen on Tuesday. What else have we been playing? Well, some Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. We still play that occasionally.
Yep.
I finally have something other than the Bentley.
Yep, he got the McLaren.
Yay!
So how do you feel about it now that you used it?
I much rather use the McLaren than the Bentley. So, yeah.
What about the Ford GT?
The Ford GT's okay. I mean, I think it's only a little bit better than the Bentley, not by much, but I'd rather drive that than the Bentley because I don't like Bentleys.
Yeah. But, yeah, Bounty's like a really big fan of the McLaren that you have.
Yeah, it's a nice car.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I just rather use the Murcielago or the Sonda or the Sesto Elemento.
Yeah, okay.
That's just Lambos, you know?
Yeah, I know.
But, yeah, I mean, I'm glad that you got something else. Now we can actually play it.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
And then GB can be like, we can play exotics. And you can be like, okay, fine. I got a car for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still not going to win, but at least I can drive in something a little bit more enjoyable than the Bentley.
Yeah. You know that me and Bounty, whenever you were not playing, we were playing like an honorable race.
Okay.
Where we would just race against each other. And if we crashed, we would wait up.
Okay.
Or, because basically that's it. If we crash, that's it. That's game over.
Yeah.
So what we did is that we would basically be next to each other, and then at the very end is who would win. Like in one last mile left.
Okay.
And also another thing we did was basically if one of us crashed because of something that happened, they would basically have to wait until we came back and then give them the lead for a few seconds.
Yeah, that's what I think Bruffy does in his races.
It's honorable racing.
Yeah, it's a rule Bruffy's had for a long time. Whenever you race with Bruffy, if you end up crashing into him or another player, then you're supposed to wait for that player to catch up with you.
Yeah, that's just, I mean, that's not even like a Bruffy rule. That's just a racing rule.
Yeah.
It's honorable racing.
Yeah, I like that. Let's see, what else have you been playing?
What else is there?
Battlefront 2042.
Battlefield.
Yeah, the field battles.
Field Battle 2042. Yeah, we've been playing that.
Yeah.
It's okay. It has its moments. I mean, sometimes Bounty and I just play it and we have good moments. Sometimes we get our asses handed to us. But it's just playing it. It's not like they're releasing like any new content. You know, it's just normally playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, just playing whenever we feel like it.
Yeah.
What else?
Overwatch 2.
Overwatch 2, me and Bounty went back to that. I came back to it a couple days ago. And it was okay. It's just like the perks, just tried it out, and it's alright. Nothing too impressive. Bounty tried it out. He seems to be okay with it as well. Okay. But nothing too...
special.
Nothing too special. It's just...
Meh.
I haven't even bought the Battle Pass yet. And it's the same thing with Sea of Thieves. I haven't even bought the Battle Pass for that
Me either, because I didn't even finish the Plunder Pass.
Yeah.
Despite the fact you and Bounty tried to help me at least get to the sword, but I failed.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't care.
But, yeah, I mean, it's just, there's too many passes, damn. Like, there's just so many.
I agree.
Every single game you play has a pass, and if you just gotta spend money over and over, and I'm not gonna lie, there's a couple of skins in the new season of Overwatch that I do like, but if I buy the pass now, then I have to basically dedicate myself to play that game until the end.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's something I'm cutting back on.
Yeah, because GB doesn't want to pull a Fortnite.
Yeah, because that happened last season in Fortnite. I don't know. I thought we were actually going to get into it, but we didn't really play it as much.
Like, nobody got into it.
Yeah, nobody.
Maybe Destiny.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But this season, they have a new season, and I had Fortnite Crew, right? And Fortnite Crew, game server is currently unreachable. Okay. Well, I don't know if that's our fault or if that's a Microsoft fault. Probably.
Hopefully it doesn't kick us out.
Well, hopefully. But
anyways,
continuing, I had the Fortnite Crew, which I've canceled now. I've canceled it, but I had enough time to get the wolf that's in the new season.
Good.
And, I did it. Tycoons.
I have 1 day left, and I just don't care.
Yeah, I don't think you're not gonna do it. But I went and I looked for some different tycoons to play. I did Lumber Tycoon for a quick minute. You even tried it, but you didn't like it as much.
It was okay. It's just that you get boring.
Yeah, it does. But then I found Billionaire Tycoon, which is so fucking easy. It's so easy to do Billionaire Tycoon. Mm-hmm. And that's how I ultimately unlocked the 2 wolf skins. I'm not going to go after that other wolf skin. I don't give a shit. But I thought, okay, fine. At least this gives me some redemption from last season. So.
But what about Subby Wuppy?
I've never been a Sub-Zero fan. I've always been a Scorpion fan.
Nerd.
Like Scorpion, Liu Kang, Raiden. Like, I mean, Sub-Zero's okay.
I don't know, man. The way you're treating him, man, that's cold.
Ha ha ha. But I've always preferred Scorpion. Okay, so.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's all really. I haven't really touched Fortnite since. I mean, unless you're doing Save the World, then I'll play. But
it's so boring.
It
I don't
is.
want. It's just whenever I want to get the V-Bucks for Save the World, and I think about it, I'm just like,
lack of motivation.
this is so boring. This sucks. Can I have somebody else do it for me?
Yeah.
That's what I think of every single time I think of Save the World.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to play this trash. It's like, I'd rather literally talk to the AI.
Wow. So yeah, that's about it for Fortnite. And finally, I've been playing a lot of Skull and Bones because of the event convoys.
That's what that game is around nowadays.
Well, I mean, it's easy because I just go and I attack the convoy with other players. I get the event coins and I spin the event coins, and it's not that difficult. It's like the only thing I'm doing right now. Whenever I'm up here just watching videos or listening to a live stream or some like other stuff that I like to listen to.
Yeah.
It's just alleviates the boredom because there's just really nothing else I want to play at the moment.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
I did a little bit of Fallout 4 Survival off stream, and then after a while I got kind of bored of it. I'm like, okay, this is fun. It was fun at first. It was different, but then I got bored of it, so I stopped playing. I played a ton of Fallout 4 to be fair. So
You really did.
I did. I think I burned myself out pretty good.
You did.
I even thought about playing Skyrim, but the poll didn't go my way. But that's fine. That's democracy. Sometimes it doesn't work out.
But it doesn't matter what you want. I'm playing it anyways.
Well, I mean, I could have gone that route, but I do like interaction with the viewers and subscribers, and on occasion I do like putting polls up and seeing if they're genuinely interested in this or that. And if they're not, then I'm like, okay, well, fine.
Right.
But
I guess for me, the only thing I'm really interested if I were to do something is just stream more Hot Pursuit.
wow.
And just chill with friends.
Because you were trying to Naruto Storm, but you only did one stream.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just keep playing it off stream.
Okay.
But if I do were to stream something,
Yeah.
I guess casually, if I had to, I would stream more Hot Pursuit.
Well, fortunately now you finally have some GTA content you can make.
And
After a
GTA
quick
content.
minute.
Yeah, I could finally make a video again after 12 years.
Because aircraft are your forte, but the problem is Rockstar hasn't really added a new aircraft in a while.
Or aircraft that are good.
Yeah. Even bad ones are worth making videos for to let people know why they're bad and why you shouldn't.
Oh,
buy
I
them.
did. Because I still remember
Oh.
when the Raiju came out. And then after that, it was like, okay, this is the
Yeah.
only good one. And then there was the streamer and the weaponized Kanata.
Yeah.
And those fucking blowed.
So I guess at the very least, you might have 3 videos in the future from Riley.
Yeah, you
So-
have, what is it? The cargo mule,
Yeah, the naval helicopter, the
The-
Iron Mule,
the duster.
the Duster, and the gunship. Of course, you'll need some of us to help you with the gunship, but that's fine.
Yeah, so get to work.
Yeah.
I need help.
So at least some content for people patiently waiting for some more Riley content.
There you go. You guys want Riley content. There you go.
Yeah.
Whoa. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, that's-
besides that, Hot Pursuit streams. Don't expect a GTA stream. Don't.
Yeah, just maybe some videos.
Maybe some videos. I'm not gonna lose my sanity.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. If you want GTA content and losing your sanity, you can go to GB.
I think the problem is, like, even the Duster I don't think is going to be a good
Fighter?
Yeah, it's not going to be a good dog fighter. So why would you waste your time streaming in the new Duster as a dog fighter if it's probably going to suck?
Well, we gotta try it out.
Yeah, you can try it out for a video, but that's the entire point of your streams is that you like dog fighting. And none of these aircraft I don't think are going to be good for that.
No. I still think the dogfighting era of like GTA Online is gone
For now.
forever.
Well, I don't know. I think that GTA 6 Online might bring
You know
it
what
back.
it is now?
What?
It's just Raijus. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just everything that was like back in the game that whenever people were dogfighting, it's just Raijus now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was only lasers, and I hated the cannon. It was horrible. But now the whole strategy of dogfighting, it's not even dogfighting. It's just people basically going in this, hitting you with the cannons at least once. You're disabled, that's it, and they run away and go off radar.
True.
Because they have to Raiju. It's just Raiju fighting. It's gotten even worse.
Well, let's hope that the balancing for everything will be better in 6 Online, including
I'm
aircraft.
telling you, man, the only way to get rid of shit like this is just putting everything with non-explosive cannons. Explosive cannons just ruin everything. So, more bullet weapons, please.
Okay.
How about that?
All right. Well, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
But
that's
anyways,
my feedback.
I think that's it. I don't think we had anything else to talk about.
I guess I don't know.
Plus the game's yelling at us again.
Yeah, it's yelling at us. Get off the game.
Fine, we'll leave. Fine, be that way. Maybe we'll just go on to the disaster of Flight Sim 2024 after this next month.
2042 Flight Sim.
Yeah, there we go. Our Sim Flight.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe by near the end of March, they'll finally improve some things on the Xbox Series X version. I think there's a rumor it's going to eventually come to PS5, but that doesn't surprise me.
Everything from Xbox is going to come over here.
Yeah, I feel bad for Xbox players that are just like we got Xbox, we got PlayStation, we got PC. So I don't really pick a fight in the console war because I think console wars are silly. But people that had to get an Xbox because they like Xbox or they could only afford an Xbox.
I mean, if you want an Xbox and keep an Xbox, I mean, I see no problem with it.
Yeah, it's fine. But I do feel bad for everybody that prides themselves on having exclusives.
Why?
And then I don't know why. Some people do.
I'll never understand it.
I mean, I don't like exclusives. I think that if there's not hardware limitations like with the Switch, then I think games should be available across the board. Maybe early access, and in a few months, then it becomes available.
I guess, but I really would have zero issue with I
don't care
with consoles getting with Xbox getting Ghost of Tsushima or Uncharted or all these other PlayStation exclusives.
Yeah, because I care more about the games.
Yeah, exactly. Let people experience that. I don't care. It doesn't matter what type of piece of plastic you have.
Yeah, but some people care about that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, you're a nerd.
But anyways, so this could very well be the finale of us doing a Flight Sim 2020. I know we said that a few months ago, but I do feel like I'd like to move on finally and bite the bullet and give 2024 a chance.
Yep.
I feel like
2020. Why? Flight Diversion.
Yeah, Flight Sim 2024.
Oh, okay.
So maybe March will finally be in 2024.
Maybe.
No promises.
Big maybe.
But that's my plan because I have something else I want to use 2024 for.
Yep.
But anyways, coming up in March, like I mentioned, Daredevil Born Again. We have that to look forward to. Hopefully it's good. I'll be trying out the quote unquote update to GTA Online, which isn't really an update.
Mm-hmm.
And what else is going on in March? I think that's it.
The end of Shippuden, probably.
Oh, yeah, we'll probably finish Shippuden hopefully soon. Hopefully. Yeah. But anyways, hopefully you all had a good February and a great 2025 so far. And we'll see you hopefully in a month from now for the March 2025 vlog.
Bye-bye.